What if I told you a former Goldman Sachs executive built a crypto trading platform and right now, before any token launches, before any points is being distributed, you can get in and interact with it completely for free. You don't need any money, you don't need any experience, and it will help you to even master your trading craft even better. The name of the platform is Monaco, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to get in before it becomes too big to ignore. But if you're watching from Nigeria or anywhere else across Africa, this is especially for us because if you're struggling to trade, you don't know how to time your entries, you don't know how to master your entry models, this is going to be the video that you need because this is the overworks advantage. So you're welcome to the platform. This is what it looks like, and in all honesty, I've used quite a number of crypto trading applications and interfaces, and I can tell you for a fact that this is especially clean. Everything is built and fully responsive, and you can see the news info box going up here. You can just get quick snapshots of what the market prices are doing across crypto, commodities, and reward assets like, for instance, the SpaceX token. And then at the bottom, you then have the order book, of course, your trades panel, and then the control deck where you can set your leverage. From here, you can either choose if you want to trade cross margin or isolated. For me, I would recommend you trade isolated because if you're trading cross margin, you need to know what you're doing now. The disadvantage with cross margin is all of your equity, that's the balance you have in your account, will be used to maintain your trade. And in the event that you get liquidated, everything goes. But if you're using isolated, only the margin you assign is what will be deducted. So if, for instance, you want to open a position of like $10, as soon as you open that position, only that $10 will be used. And if you get liquidated, only whatever you set as your risk will be, withdrawn, including the fees as well. So that's the difference. For me, in real time, I like to use isolated and just click on confirm. And then, of course, you could use the market order or you could use the limit order. Again, this is everything you know as a trader, but if you don't know, that's why we're having this walkthrough session. So if you're using a limit order, it means you need to enter the price range, and if price gets to that number, the size of what you're buying, if you want, you could, use it in USDC. And then if you want to take profits and, all of the likes. And then when you scroll to the bottom, you then see your history. Like I said, everything is captured in one place. So if you hover over this place, you could just slide to the right or to the left and you could see your positions, your balance. I just clicked on my balance now. You can see what we have. And I'll show you guys how to take the money that you need to experiment with this platform for free. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But before I show you guys that, there's something I need to share with you. If you are actively on X, there's a program coming up on the 15th of August, 2026, few days from now. And the program is going to be decentralized Nigeria, everything around decentralized Nigeria. So maybe you're looking for your next investor, maybe you're looking for your next startup co-founder, maybe you're looking for the next job opportunity in Web3. This is a program that you don't want to miss. You can find out full information on my page on Twitter. You could just search for Overworks or Ovo Emmanuel 1 and go through my page. You will find information about that. And also, why are you here and you're not subscribed to Overworks? See, we break down all of the complexity. So whether you think crypto is not for you, you're in the right place. Whether you think you've tried multiple times to make your first real income, this is everything we cover here on Overworks. And I really invite you to subscribe and pay attention to the kinds of conversations that we talk about, really. Because every Friday 5 p.m. we put out these informations and there is no reason why you should not take advantage of this information. So if this sounds interesting, you want to make your first real income in crypto, you're exhausted of all of the buff and the bluffs out there, you're confused, then Overworks is where you want to subscribe to because here we lay out everything in simple terms for you. And then lastly, in recent times, I've been doing this and I would like you to join me as well because I talk about my journey, everything, the wins and the losses. So why should you not be listening, especially if you want to do the same thing as well? I've taken out the time to learn the fundamentals and now I am building, and here on my Twitter account, I document everything and that's what I'm doing in recent times. So back to the conversations for Monaco. now you know how everything is. Let's talk about the most important thing, which is first of all inviting, and then secondly getting your test tokens. But before all of that even gets in the picture, how do you even connect? Now the way to connect is to click on the history I just did now, and oh sorry, not history, compete. So when you go to compete, you will find your referral link, and this is how I was able to get the referral link that you will find in the description box of the video that will bring you to the page where you can now connect your wallet. So you are going to be needing an EVM wallet. As you always know, we use the Rabi wallet extension, which you can also use your MetaMask wallet or your OKX wallet. As long as it is EVM compatible, you can use it here. Okay, so you get your link, and then when you get the link, click on the link in the description box. It will bring you here, and then click on the faucet. So the faucet is where you claim the free money you use to test this platform. Okay, and you want to make sure you take more trades as much as possible. However, my recommendation is if you're a struggling trader, you want to learn how to trade even better, especially trade crypto. I think opportunities like this, I really recommend them for you because they will help you strengthen your craft. They will help you know how to do this even better so that when it comes time to trade real money, you're so much more prepared. So why should you not take up on this opportunity? I think it's an absolute no-brainer. So if this sounds interesting, guys, let's get in on this. Use the link in the description box of the video. Connect your EVM wallet, MetaMask, Rabi, OKX, whichever one you're using, that's fine. And then claim the test tokens, mint it. When you're done minting, you should see that in your portfolio. And when you have it in your portfolio, you're good. And then go to the compete like this, get your referral, start inviting your friends, and much more importantly, begin to trade positions. So for instance, we're going to trade positions and we will trade on the hot potatoes for the day. So there was a flash crash yesterday to the bull side. I think early hours of this morning because we're literally on the 1 hour candle. Okay, so let's just go back to the 4 hour candle and see what happened. So I strongly believe it was in the early hours of today. Oh my God. Whoa, such a huge liquidation. But in any case, we just want to open a position. So what we are going to do is to open a long position, and we want to trade at market. So I'll click on the market and I'm switching to USDC. My leverage is 50x. So let's go for a size of 500 like this, and the margin required will be 10. That's fine. 10 times 50 is 500. Okay, so we'll just open a position like this. Don't show me again, or maybe I like to see that, and just buy. And that's it. So if we scroll down over onto the positions, immediately you're going to see the position that we've opened for with 50x leverage, and currently we are in profits. This is an arbitrary trade. I did not do any form of market analysis. Okay, now what you must know is that whenever you're opening a position, you should always pay attention to the fees, because there is the maker fee and there is a taker fee, and that's here. Usually maker fees are the highest. Okay, sorry, the taker fees are the highest. The taker, you're entering the market immediately. The maker, you're using limit orders. So you don't enter the market immediately. You set your entry for a particular price range. And when price hits that position, you get into the market. That's essentially the difference. However, this 0.045% is calculated on your position size. So when I say position size, I'm talking about this number right here. You know, we did a 50x, so a total of 500. Okay, so you're going to calculate 0.045 divided by 100 multiplied by 500. Whatever you get will be the fee you will pay when you open a position, and then when you close the position, you pay that same fee. So think of it as the cost of doing business. It's just the way it is. Okay, so whatever you're making, in order for you to break even, you need to ensure that the fee you pay when you open the position, when you close the position, all of that is generated from the position. Then you can say you have broke even. Otherwise, even if the position is in profit but is not yet covering the cost of open and close fees, which I just explained how you do the calculation, you're still in loss. And that's not good. So that's how you do it. Now, one thing that I like is the fact that as soon as you open your position, you can see the entry range. which helps to just visualize everything in a go rather than scrolling down to find the numbers. You see everything on the chart, and then you see your liquidation price. And then of course, if you're using the stop loss orders, you can also see the range as well on chart real time. And with features like this, usually you can just click and drag to wherever you want them to be. But that's not the case. This is just test. So now you know, share this video with a friend and let's get in on this to make history and money together. So that's how you interact on the Monaco platform that was built by a Goldman Sachs employee, which means Wall Street is officially in the crypto industry. So what are you waiting for? The big money is here. So let's get in together. And remember, every single person you see winning right now in the crypto industry started from the exact position you're in, myself included, and that's zero. The only difference is they had access to the right information. And remember the Matthew guy I told you about, right? This guy right here. You can watch this video to understand who Matthew is. They had access to the right information and took action, and that is exactly what we do here at Overworks. And if this video helped you understand something, maybe it's how fees are calculated because you did not know how fees are calculated before, then we invite you to subscribe because these are the kinds of things that we show you on the channel. And everything is geared towards one purpose: to help you make your first real income in crypto, showing you the path. Every Friday 5 p.m. we put out new videos on the channel. You can follow me on X, and you can also comment below in the comment section where exactly you're starting from, and I read each of these comments and I engage with them. So guys, that's going to be all for this video. I will see you next Friday 5 p.m. Do take care of yourself. Bye bye.